Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to another episode. We are going to do another zither video. I do have it with me right here. It is tuned back to the key of D major from F. Which is really cool. Let's check the octaves. Check so y'all can see this. Now I'm making this video because I do want to I share my thoughts on lower tunings for these small harps, lap harp zithers. A lot of these harps are pre-tuned from the factory to the key of G major. Here are some things I do have that are disadvantages to that tuning, to that scale. One, your bottom string on here, your longest one, is going to be tuned to this note. Let me go ahead and tune that D. It seems like it wants to tune itself every time I set it down. Where did I put my tuning? Oh, there's my tuning wrench. Check the tuning on it. There we go. Now, your bottom string, which is your longest one, is going to be tuned up to this one. It's going to be tuned the fourth above where I have it. I have it tuned to the key of D, so D major is what this whole thing is tuned to. All the way up the scale. The advantages of tuning to lower tunings, let's just say you can get a 2-octave scale. You can get a full 2-octave major scale of whatever tuning you're wanting to tune to. For instance, I have mine tuned to D major, so I get a full octave down here. Let me bring it up so y'all can see it. So I get a full octave down here for D major. And I also get another octave of D major on the highest octave. So I do like that. Now, let's just say you do want to play your melody harp tunes, but you want to add you want to play the tuning packets that come with the melody harp or lap harp, because lap harps are tuned to the key of G. But if you're more advanced than that and you want to add some accompaniment, there's some disadvantages to tuning to regular G major on a standard lap harp. This is a standard 2-octave one. Of course, it would normally be tuned to G, but again, there's disadvantages. Let's just say you want accompaniment, but you only have, let's say, like if I do Rowan Tree in the key of D, that's totally fine. You can do it that way. But what if you want to do it in the key of G, but you also want to add some extra, especially Amazing Grace? You can't really do it tuned to G unless you do it all the way up here. But let's say you want to do it down here, you got some notes to work with because you have. So from this note, which is what your lap harp would normally be tuned to, which is G, and this string would normally be tuned to C, but this one's tuned to G because of my liking for this tuning. This is tuned to G, so you actually have 3 lower notes to work with. So you can actually play in the key of G. So it is possible to play in the key of G. Now, what if you actually want to tune to the actual key of G without, retuning this whole thing a fourth up from, let's say, if you have it in the key of D. I also want, by the way, I would like to hear y'all's comments, reactions, y'all's thoughts in the comments on alternate tunings, especially lower tunings for this particular instrument. So let's just say you want to tune, let's just use this as a reference. I'm going to use G as my reference because I'm going to be tuning to C. And now I'm going to tune this one up to C, or down to C. Get that. There we go. There we go. So now, again, you can do it up here. You still get your G scale up here. But you also have 3 extra notes down here. So the cool thing about it is you can do this. Let's play Rowan Tree in the key of G. Yeah, there we go. All right, sorry, I had to check a couple strings. All right, Rowan Tree. That can also be done. All right, let's go ahead and tune back to D. Again, it can be done tuning to G. Now I'm going to tune this back to C sharp. There we go. Now we're back in the key of D. We can still play Rowan Tree down here. Even though we may not have 3 notes lower than this, but it still works. So there we go. Now that little thing I played for y'all in the key of F, I actually like the way that it sounds better in the key of D. So let me keep my fingers positioned. All right, this is what I played in the last video in the key of F. We're in the key of D now. Let me check that D string. All right, okay, it's still tuned good. Okay, it just was beating between the octave, but we're still pretty good. All right. Yeah, there we go. All right, now let's try it. This is the tune I was playing. I like the way this sounds better in the key of D, so here we go. It actually sounds almost like a finished cantele. It actually sounds a lot better. Cantele style playing actually sounds a lot better on here than the lyre. I've done it on the lyre before, the finished cantele playing. And on this, it actually sounds a lot better. Let's move the scale up. check that little F sharp right there. That should be good right there. All right. And my low D string is going out a little bit. I have to tune this every once in a while to keep tuning. And there we go. Again, comment down below what your thoughts are on tuning these lyres lower than their tuning originally is. I'm going to turn this light to blue. Alright, and there we go. Thanks for watching. More to come later, and I will play all out with this. Alright, thanks for watching, and more to come later. And this is what the zither looks like under blue light. Alright, thanks for watching, and more to come later.